Hello everyone, and welcome. Today, we will provide an update on the severe flooding currently unfolding in Texas, USA, where a new storm system has triggered dangerous floods, significantly impacting the lives of residents. Just recently, this past Sunday, a major storm system unexpectedly struck Texas, bringing torrential rains to the north and central regions of the state. The rainfall was so intense that within just a few hours, river and stream levels rose dramatically, beyond imagination, transforming many once gentle rivers into raging, powerful torrents that overflowed their banks, submerging everything in their path. These perilous floods have pushed thousands of residents into dire circumstances. They have been forced to abandon their homes and possessions to evacuate to safety. Emergency rescue teams are working tirelessly across the affected areas, racing against time to rescue those trapped and bring them out of the floodwaters. What is even more disheartening and painful is that this new flood occurred just 1 week after the devastating tragedy of July 4th in Hill Country. That historic flash flood claimed at least 120 lives and caused untold damage. In response to the emergency, the Texas state government immediately launched its highest-level efforts. Governor Greg Abbott provided an update on Sunday afternoon, stating that the state is conducting numerous rescue operations in San Saba, Lampasas, and Schleicher. These are critical areas where floodwaters are high and pose a direct threat to residents' lives. Concurrently, urgent evacuations are also underway in other areas such as Lampasas, Menard, Kimball, and Sutton, to ensure maximum safety for the populace. Governor Abbott also shared on the X platform, formerly known as Twitter, that they are expanding operations in all affected counties while monitoring rising water levels in Kerrville. This location is the epicenter of rescue and recovery efforts following the fateful July 4th flood. This demonstrates the immense focus and effort of the authorities, encompassing all affected regions. Dozens of residents were successfully rescued from the Lampasas area just on Sunday afternoon, a reassuring number that highlights the effectiveness of the rescue teams. Several rescues were also carried out in San Saba. Ms. Marcia Hardy, an emergency management coordinator, reported that police and volunteers collaborated closely, going door-to-door on Sunday morning to inform residents about evacuation orders, both mandatory and recommended. Ms. Hardy expressed optimism, stating that evacuations proceeded quite smoothly, and that she hopes the remaining rainfall will not cause many more significant issues, allowing them to transition quickly to the recovery phase. In Kerr, where the scars from the July 4th flood remain, emergency rescue teams were forced to completely suspend the search for victims of last week's flash flood on Sunday morning. The reason is simple, yet extremely dangerous. The Guadalupe River's water levels are rising unusually high, posing an extremely significant risk of flash floods. The Ingram Fire Department immediately ordered all search teams to evacuate the Guadalupe River corridor in Kerr until further notice. This illustrates the severity of the situation, as the safety of the rescuers themselves is threatened. Search and rescue efforts are only expected to resume on Monday, and everything depends on whether the river's flow subsides. The San Saba River in San Saba reached major flood stage, rising to 27 feet by 1:30 p.m. on Sunday. Meanwhile, in Kempner, The Lampasas River also reached major flood stage, rising to 33 feet, meaning the water was approximately 4 to 5 feet above ground level, even reaching nearly under the roofs of some structures. NOAA also reported moderate flooding on the Leon River in Gatesville, Cowhouse Creek near Pidcoke in Coriel, and the Llano River near Junction in Kimball. This indicates that not just one, but many rivers are in an alarming state, posing a widespread threat. Many might wonder why Texas is continuously subjected to such severe flooding. A warning from the Austin-San Antonio office of the Weather Service provided a clear explanation. Central Texas is particularly susceptible to flooding because the soil here is already near or at complete saturation from the July 4th storms. Imagine the ground as a sponge already fully saturated with water, unable to absorb any more. Even a small amount of rain is enough to cause water to overflow, leading to severe inundation. On that fateful weekend, devastating, fast-moving floodwaters rose by 26 feet on the Guadalupe River in just 45 minutes before dawn on July 4th. They swept away homes and vehicles like toys, leaving behind a scene of desolation and immeasurable grief. Since that historic flood, search and rescue teams have worked tirelessly. They use helicopters for aerial observation, boats to access isolated areas, and even drones to search for victims. They also rescue those trapped in trees or in isolated camps due to washed-out roads. Amidst news of damage and hardship, there are still stories of courage, extraordinary effort, and the spirit of human solidarity. In Waco, the fire department's swift water rescue team performed a dramatic rescue, pulling a person from an SUV trapped on a low-water crossing on the Bosque River. The McGregor Fire Department even posted a video of this rescue, clearly showing the breathtaking moment. This was already the third rescue at this very crossing on the Bosque River within a month. Previously, on July 7th, McGregor firefighters pulled a man from his vehicle using a rope. And on June 12th, the Waco Fire Department rescued a man by extending a ladder from a fire truck for him to crawl across from his submerged vehicle. These stories highlight the danger and recurring nature of the flooding situation here. Further north in Texas, rain also caused other waterways to rise. A driver was stranded in waist-high swift water on a flooded bridge over the Bosque River. The man had to lean against his vehicle to maintain balance in the strong current as rescue teams attempted to reach him with a life vest. Fortunately, everything turned out well. Even in the city of Sonora, in West Texas, authorities have had to call for the evacuation of some residential areas due to rising floodwaters. In a video posted on Sunday afternoon on Facebook, Mayor Juanita Gomez stated that several water rescues had taken place and a temporary shelter for residents had been opened at the city's community center. Sonora is located approximately 177 km northwest of Kerrville. This demonstrates the extensive scale of the flood's impact. This latest round of flooding has left behind significant material damage. Approximately 100 homes have been damaged, and countless sections of livestock fencing have been destroyed and swept away. With widespread rain still forecasted, county officials have ordered all residents living in flood-prone areas near the San Saba River to evacuate. Residents are being moved to the San Saba Community Center, which has become a safe, elevated location for them to receive aid and shelter. Dear viewers, the story of Texas in these recent days is a powerful reminder of nature's unpredictable force. But more than that, it is a story of courage, resilience, and the unwavering spirit of human unity. Even when facing the harshest challenges, the people of Texas stand together, transforming difficulties into motivation to overcome them. We hope that this information has provided you with a clearer insight into the situation. Let us all pray for Texas, and, if possible, support the relief efforts there. The most important thing right now is safety. Therefore, please always stay updated with accurate information from official agencies. Comply with all evacuation instructions and keep yourselves and those around you safe. If you found this content helpful and wish to continue receiving updates on current affairs, meaningful stories, and in-depth analyses like this, please do not hesitate to click the subscribe button on our channel right now. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell icon so you don't miss any new videos. Your support is our greatest motivation to continue bringing you quality content. Thank you for accompanying us. We look forward to seeing you in our next reports.